Greetings from EA Sports. I'm Brad Nessler, and alongside me are Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. The Mercury will be reaching high levels today in this matchup between the Arizona Wildcats and the Arkansas State Indians. Both teams are looking to make a statement in this bowl game. A win here would carry a lot of momentum into the offseason. And here come the Indians. The Wildcats are coming into this game looking very fired up. Kirk, what are your thoughts on today's game?
Arkansas State comes into this one with a good passing attack, and they have a difference maker lining up at wide receiver. In fact, Lee, I think he's one of the best receivers in all of college football.
I know everyone has been waiting. It's time for my pick. The Indians are going to win this football game.
The pregame festivities are over, and we're just about set to get this game underway. Decent kick. Pitts takes it at the 8. Throws a stiff arm. Rush with a recovery. They nearly gave that ball away.
Luckily, that guy was paying attention to what was going on and was able to recover the football.
If you like passing yards, then you're in for a treat. Today we get to see a very skilled quarterback dissect a defense that's pretty weak at cornerback.
Oh, he could be in for a field day. He's not going to face two starting corners much weaker than this. I expect this young man to have a big day moving the offense.
Kirk, you're absolutely right. He's a special player. I think we're going to see him complete a lot of passes with ease today.
Well, I think they might have gone just a little too far that time.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. And he converts the extra point. Arizona is ready to kick it away. He kicks it off. Considine has it at the 5. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. They line up at the 24. First down.
First and 10.
Garcia drops back to pass. He steps up, throws it out there. Cobbs tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. Taken back a yard. Arizona has really struggled on defense this year.
They played some good teams, but that's no excuse.
Yeah, Kirk, everybody's been having their way with them. They really need to toughen up so their offense doesn't have to do all the work.
It's complete. Excellent open field tackle. So they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
Third and 5 situation.
Ball
on the 29-yard line. They come out in a nickel. He drops back. He throws it. Has it to the senior.
I talked to this receiver earlier in the week, and he comes up to me and says, "Yo, coach, you're going to be calling my number this week. I'm going to make some big plays."
Well, he wasn't lying. That was definitely a big-time play.
From their own 44-yard line. It's first down. The defense sets up in the nickel. On play action. He delivers. Got it to the senior. That'll be a pickup of a yard. It's second down and 9 to go.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Cook is the deep back as they line up in the eye. Tackle made at the 47-yard line, and they pick up 2 yards. This defense faces another third down.
47-yard line.
They'll bring in their dime package. Garcia hasn't thrown a bad one this drive. Lets it go, and he's got him on the run. They pick up solid yardage there.
Yeah, nice little pitch and catch there. The wideout was able to find a little open space in the defense, and the quarterback was able to get him the ball for a good pickup.
From the 36-yard line, first down. Arkansas State goes with the ace set here. Cook will run it again. Hartman with a takedown at the 34. The running back gets 2 on the carry. Arkansas State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Cook gets another handoff. Hartman tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play.
That blitz was coming pretty hard that time, Kirk.
There was just nowhere for the running back to go. Great penetration by this defense.
The offense lines up trying to convert on third down here. Garcia comes to the line with 3 wide. He looks, lets it fly. Someone got a hand on it.
The corner made a really nice play on the ball there, Coach.
The old receiver never had a chance. That was great defense.
4th and 9. Arkansas State ready to put this one away. Miller punts it, and he didn't get much distance on it. Call for the fair catch. The offense ready for the first play of this drive. They moved the ball extremely well on their last possession on their way to the end zone. They'll start at the 11. The Wildcats line up with a single setback. Setting up the play action. Williams unloads. That little play action good for about 4 yards. From their own 15-yard line. It's second down and 6 to go. Newton takes the delayed handoff. Sullivan brings him down at the 17. So the halfback gets only 2 on the draw play. From their own 17-yard line. Here's third down. 4 yards to go. Williams with 4 wide receivers. Williams back to throw. Williams throws it out there. And now it's 4th down. So they're set to punt this one away.
17-yard line.
Davis is back deep to return the punt. He gets it away. Davis fields it at the 42. They're just about ready to get this drive started. Their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. They'll get the ball here at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
They knock him out, but not before he gets all the way down to the 31-yard line. First down, 10 to go. One-man backfield. Cook takes the handoff. The 10. Touchdown, Indians.
This guy's had a great season, fellas. It's a very good run to get it into the end zone.
Hey, that's it. Touchdown of the season.
That doesn't surprise me, Coach. This kid's been in the end zone every single week.
Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. And he tacks on the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Hale looks ready to kick this one off.
Is lined up for the kickoff.
He kicks off. Pitts has it at the 5. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
They'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Wildcats come out in the H formation. Williams hands it off, and they make the stop at the 23. Newton gets 3 yards on the play. That'll make it second down. Second down.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
High formation here. He drops back. Looking. He zips it out. His receiver has it.
You know, it's really easy to overlook those guys on the line.
Yeah, the defense came after them, and those linemen held them long enough for the quarterback to throw for a first down.
It's first down.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Arizona sets up with 4 receivers. He throws it. Got it to his receiver. And down he goes at the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball, and if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
1st and 10.
First down.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The Wildcats line up in an I formation. He looks to throw on first down. And he's got him again. Tackle at the 34. Boy, he zipped that ball in there.
Yeah, you're right. There's not a whole lot of quarterbacks out there that can make this throw. He delivers this one right where it has to be. Great arm strength.
First down. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Williams lines up in the shotgun. Newton gets another handoff. Bounces off the would-be tackler. Johnson tackles him at the 28-yard line. Newton gets 6 yards on the carry. They line up at the 28. Second down, 4 yards to go. Arizona sets up in the I. Williams sets up the play action. Throws back across field.
How about that defense?
Well, that's why he's on the field, to make plays like that.
From the 28-yard line, it's 3rd and 4. Arizona comes out with an I formation. Here's a kick play. With a takedown at the 27-yard line. No can do on that run. That'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, you're absolutely right. Those guys got in there and shut them down, and now they're all fired up.
So the kicker comes out. He'll try to put 3 points on the board. This one is from about 44 yards away. Arizona is looking to go up by 3. The kick is up, and it is good.
He had no problem splitting the uprights with that one, Kirk.
Yeah, that one looked like cake for this kid. Chalked up 3 points for the offense.
Arizona
is lined up to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. Constantine fields it in the end zone. They get the ball back after a touchdown on their last possession.
And the reason why they scored last time was because of the way they ran the football.
Yeah, you're right, Lee. They drove almost a length of the field. Let's see if they can put some more points up on the
The
board.
Arkansas State.
The offense will take over
at the
21-yard line.
1st and 10.
3 wideouts here. Garcia off the fake. Stepping up. He's sacked at the 21. From their own 21-yard line. So it's 2nd and 10. Arkansas State up with 3 receivers. Seymour brings him down at the 21-yard line. No gain. Third down.
and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
One man backfield. Garcia steps back to pass. Sack for a loss at the 15-yard line.
That's what happens when the protection breaks down up front.
Man, but Coach, I think the quarterback has to release the ball quicker, or he's going to get pounded out there.
Fourth and long.
The Indians line up to punt. Rush is the deep man awaiting the return. Punts the ball away. Rush fields at the 48. A good job on their last drive, getting 3. See if they can get some more on this drive.
They'll
take over at midfield.
1st and 10.
The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. He's looking to pass. He unloads it, catches it. Brought down with only one man to beat. Boy, does this kid have an arm or what?
Are you kidding me? It looks like he has a rocket launcher attached to his shoulder.
First
They line
and
up
10.
at the 27.
Ball on the
First down.
27-yard line.
The Wildcats line up with a single set backfield. Brought down at the 22-yard line. Newton comes away with 5 yards on the carry. It's 2nd and 5 here.
Ball on the
22.
22-yard line.
Williams comes to the line with 3 wide. Throws it to the outside. He snags it. He gets hit out of bounds at the 6. A nice completion to the tight end.
A good play here, and the thing that I notice is that he provides a nice big target out there for the quarterback.
Arizona looking to go up by 2 scores. Arizona comes out in the shotgun. He's looking. Slips it short. Incomplete pass. He put too much on that throw.
That's his big tight end, and he's definitely not a track star. I think the quarterback just overestimated his speed.
Second down, goal to go.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Arizona comes out with an I formation. Williams hands it off. No, play fake. And it's intercepted. What a catch. I'm surprised he was able to hang on to that one.
People tend to think that guys play corner if their hands aren't good enough to play wide receiver. As we just saw, that's not always the case.
Sometimes it's actually the opposite. Some guys play receiver instead of corner because they don't want to hit or tackle anybody.
The offense will start at the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
They'll bring in their dime package. Garcia with the give. And he tackles him hard at the 24. Cook gets about 4 yards on the play. It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. The Wildcats bring in their dime package. Garcia set to go to the air. It's complete. Broke away from one. And they push him out at the 34. Good gain on the pass to the running back.
This young man is becoming more and more part of this passing game. He does a great job of making guys miss after the catch.
We've got a first and 10.
Ball on the
34-yard line. It's the tailback. Seymour tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play.
That was a fantastic play by this defense.
Lee, you're right. Poor halfback. He had nowhere to go.
From their own 31-yard line. It's second down now, 13 to go. Garcia with a nice play fake. Complete. He's taken down at the 36. A little laundry on the field, and we'll find out whose it is.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still
He didn't
second
even
down.
try to hide it there. That was a blatant holding call.
They'll call that every time.
They line up at the 21. Second and long.
21-yard line.
Drops back to pass. Throws it. And it's the senior. Excellent play as the quarterback found his receiver for a big gain.
Well, give credit here to the receiver for finding that seam and coming up with a nice gain for the offense.
Here's third and 11. Ball on the 33-yard line. Cook alone in the backfield. Steps up. Throws to the middle. His receiver has it. Nice play call to get him the conversion.
When a team converts on third down, they can really frustrate a defense. When they convert a third and long, it just makes them sick.
First and 10.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Arkansas State comes to the line with 3 wide. Hartman with the tackle at the 39. Good execution on the counter, and that'll be a 10-yard gain. Second down and short. Ball on the 39.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Easy call here. Give it to the playmaker at running back. Give to the tailback. Tackle made at the 33-yard line. They pick up another first, guys.
Great job here converting and keeping this defense on the field. They're getting very tired.
First down, 10 yards to go.
First and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Arkansas State goes with the ace set here. And down he goes at the 31-yard line. Couple of yards there. It's second down and 8. And this is the ninth play of the current drive. This defense is in the dime. Cook again. And he's taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that rush leaves him with over 1,000 yards for the year. He's been a steady performer all year long.
Sensational.
This defense faces another third down.
28-yard line.
Garcia is looking to stay perfect on his drive. Simmons tackles him at the 18-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
Quarterback and receivers spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
First down, 10 yards to go.
18-yard line.
One-man backfield. Garcia drops to throw. Throws. The ball is tipped. And that might have been a touchdown.
And I'll tell you what, that should have been a touchdown. The quarterback was a little late on the pass, and that allowed the defender enough time to make a play on the football.
It's second down and 10 to go. This is the 12th play of this drive. Cook lines up as a single back. He drops back. Lets it fly. It's caught one-handed. And he's tackled at the 8-yard line. The quarterback just lasered that one down the field, Coach.
Yeah, the defender had no shot at breaking that pass up.
They line up for another third down, and they've had no problem converting their first two. Arkansas State lines up with 3 receivers. He just took a licking. Those buffet bashers are doing a heck of a job on this drive.
And by the way they're opening up those holes for the running back, you could say they're eating their defensive line for lunch.
It's first and goal. We'll see what they can do in the red zone. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. On the ground with the tailback. A great defensive effort there.
And let me tell you, the key to that play was right there in the defensive line. They tied this offensive line up and allowed their linebackers to come up and make a big play.
Lee, I agree with you. We always talk about the linebackers and safeties, but credit the big guys up front for that play.
Arkansas State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. End zone! Got his man! Touchdown! What a perfectly thrown ball by this young quarterback.
He's gone through a rapid maturation. That's elevated the level of play for his teammates.
If I was a scout, I'd make sure I bring lots of notebook paper to this young man's games.
They'll line up for the point after. He splits the uprights for the extra point. Less than 2 to go in our first quarter of play. The score, Arkansas State 14, Arizona 10. Arkansas State gets set to kick this one away. He sends it off. Pitts takes it at the 4. The offense comes out to start this drive, and they're hoping for a better result as they threw a pick on their last possession. This drive will start at the 24.
At the 24-yard line. First and 10.
The Indians line up in a 3-4. Williams with the play fake, and it falls incomplete.
Not a pretty pass right there.
No, it wasn't, Kirk. That was not a good pass at all. But hey, in his defense, he had to get it off to avoid the sack.
It's second and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Arizona sets up with 4 receivers. Throw short. It's complete. Tackle made at the 33-yard line. The defense looked a little lost on that one, Kirk.
Yeah, they did, Brad. Nice recognition here by the quarterback to see that confusion and then take advantage of it.
Third
down and a yard.
On the 33-yard line.
The Wildcats line up with 2 tight ends. On the run. Kirk, they really had nothing going on that run.
I'll tell you what, Brad, it's almost like he ran into a brick wall on that play.
They're going to flag the celebration there.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 48-yard. The Wildcats come out going 3 wide. Newton run it again. Caesar tackles him behind the line. Loss on the play. Loss of 2 on the run by the halfback. Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on their own 46. The Wildcats line up with a single set backfield. Newton on the toss. They're after him. He might not risk a throw now. That's a 6-yard loss. It's third and long. Ball on the 40. Newton, the lone back. Williams back to throw. Surveys the field. He's sacked at the 39. Great play by the defense.
Ooh, that time they came with the blitz and the linebacker was able to get free and come away with the sack.
After a quarter of play, our score is Arkansas State 14, Arizona 10.
Fourth and long.
The Wildcats are lining up and running away. Davis is back to receive. He punts it. Davis fields it at the 26. And he got a few yards.
He got more than a few. That was a good return.
Yep, he almost broke one there.
They'll start at the 36-yard line.
Take over at the 36-yard line. First and 10.
The defense is looking for the pass as they bring out their dime package. Garcia on first down. Caught. And he's taken down at the 43-yard line.
Defense was coming with heat on that play.
Yeah, but the offensive line, good job of picking up their assignments. And gave the quarterback enough time to throw a nice pass and pick up the first down.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. The Indians line up with 3 wide. Garcia still has it, throwing right. They can't connect, incomplete. Davis was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up second down.
Second
From
and
the
10.
43-yard line.
On the 43-yard
Second down.
line.
Arkansas State goes with the ace set here. Cook gets it on the inside. Down at the 40-yard line. Scooped up by the defense. The running back just lost the handle on that one.
Look out. That ball flew out of there like a wet bar of soap.
They'll go to work at the 37-yard line. First and 10.
The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. Looks to pass. Williams lets it fly. Great coverage, and it's intercepted. And that's the second interception of the game by this defense.
These guys are all over the field. It seems like wherever the quarterback throws the ball, there's a defender sitting right there.
They'll start this drive at midfield.
Take over at the 49-yard line. First and 10.
The defense lines up with 6 DBs. First down, look at the throw. He steps up, he passes it, and they make the stop at the 45-yard line. So they go to the air and pick up 6. From the 45-yard line.
Ball on the
Second down, 4
45-yard
yards to
line.
go. The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. Drops back to pass. He steps up. He passes it. The senior makes the catch. Good pitch and catch there on second down.
Yep, it was good enough to get him the first down. That's just a nice play.
First down, 10 yards to go. Arkansas State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Back to pass. And they couldn't hook up on that one. And they're going to get somebody for interference on that play. Let's see who the call is on.
Pass interference on the defense. Spot foul. First down.
Well, he got busted for getting to the receiver too soon.
He will get a flag thrown on him every time for a play like that.
First and
They
10.
line up at the 28.
Ball on the 28
It's first down.
line.
Arkansas State comes to the line with 3 wide. Back to pass. Looking, throwing left. Picked off. Boy, the defense put the pressure on and forced the bad throw.
And you got that one right. Anytime a young kid sees one of those big guys looking to knock his head off, his brain is telling him one thing: just throw it.
Well, he did, Lee. He did throw it, but he's got to throw it away, not to the other team.
They'll start this drive at the 21.
Will start the drive at the 21-yard line. First and 10.
The Wildcats line up in high formation. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. Newton gets 3 yards on the carry. From their own 24-yard
Ball on the
line, it's 2nd and
24-yard
7.
line.
The Wildcats line up with 4 wideouts. He's looking for his man. Incomplete pass.
That sailed over the receiver's head.
Yeah, this receiver is fast, but not that fast.
Third down and 7. Ball on 24.
24-yard line.
The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. Williams steps back to pass. He gets the pass away. Way to look it in. They just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
That's one of the things that can happen if a defense brings extra guys to rush the quarterback. The offense will have favorable matchups to get the ball downfield.
And this kid is talented enough to see
First
those
and 10.
receivers. It's not
Ball on
easy
the
to get the ball past
42-yard
those
line.
big bulldozers when they're flying right at you.
The Wildcats go with the I formation. He delivers. Complete. Larson brings him down for a loss. 3-yard loss there. Second down, 13 yards to go. Ball on the 39. Williams with 3 wide receivers. Williams drops back to pass. He looks. Waits still the last moment. And he's got it! And he's brought down.
I thought I was paying attention here, but I looked up and the guy's got 100 yards receiving already. When did that happen?
Coach, I'm wondering the same thing. He's having a great game out there today.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Arizona comes out in the shotgun. Look at the throw. He lets it go. Oh, man, it's his wide receiver. That was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 12. The Wildcats line up with 3 wide. Williams drops back, steps up with the throw. Mott brings him down at the 12. Nothing gained on the play. This defense faces another third down.
12-yard line.
Newton is the deep back as they line up in the I. Fires! And it's caught for the touchdown. That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
They saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
Now the extra point to take a field goal lead. And he converts the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Arizona lines up for the kickoff. He kicks it. Davis from his own end zone. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Flipping on the receiving team. Out the distance for the spot of the foul.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
The
First and 10.
Arkansas State
Ball on the 11-yard
will
line.
start the drive at the 11-yard line. First and 10.
Cook is the single setback. Cook takes it up the middle. Great play, taking him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, he shot out of his stance like a cannon. Exploded into the backfield.
They line up at the 9.
Ball
It's
on
second down and 12. The Wildcats line up with 6 defensive backs. Garcia drops back to pass. And he's got him on the run. At the 40. Across midfield. At the 40. At the 30. And he's taken down. What an arm.
Well, here the quarterback throws it to a spot. You can tell that the quarterback and receiver have worked over and over on this. He may not impress you with style points, but that time he shows off a big arm and delivers a bullet right there.
Looks like someone went a little too far with the celebration.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
First and long.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
They come out in a nickel. Looking. Garcia unloads. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch. Almost 6 yards on the play action. We've got a second and long.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Garcia back to pass. And he's hit as he throws. He catches another. Touchdown, Arkansas State. The throw to the wide receiver goes for a touchdown.
That kid looks like a natural receiver out there.
Well, you could say he's from a good pedigree when it comes to football. I think his father's taught him very well.
Here's the kicking team to try the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point. The score, with just over 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter, is Arkansas State 21, Arizona 17.
Arkansas State
gets set to
is
kick this
lined
one
up
away.
for kickoff.
He kicks it off. Rush takes it from the 6. Now we see the offense come onto the field.
And you know who's trembling right now? That defensive secondary.
The secondary should be trembling after all the yards that they gave up that last time.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. The Indians come out in a 34 defense. Sheds that one. They'll bring him down at the 27. Newton comes away with 2 yards on the carry. That'll bring up second down. They line up at the 27. Second and 8 coming up here from the gun. He goes straight to the back. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
This is what you call a run blitz. The key is quickly penetrate and disrupt the running back, not allowing him to follow his blockers. Here the defense does a good job and comes up with a nice stop.
They line up at the 22. It's third down and 13 to go. The defense is looking for the pass as they bring out their dime package. And he's got him on the run.
Now that's what you have to do on third and long.
Yep, they went right at him and hit him in the mouth. That's a great conversion to get the first down.
We've got a first and 10.
Ball on the
42-yard line. Williams fakes a handoff. Hits his man stride. To the 20. To the 10. He's all the way. Touchdown.
The quarterback is just having a great game so far. He's had absolutely no problem finding the end zone.
Yeah, their passing game is clicking on all cylinders right now. The defense just hasn't been able to figure out how to stop this passing attack.
Well, they better figure something out pretty quick. But this quarterback's going to end up having a career day on these guys.
Trying to go up by 3. They'll kick the extra point. And he converts the extra point. The second quarter clock reads over 9 minutes left here in the half. And our score is Arizona 24, Arkansas State 21.
Arizona
And it looks like they're
is
ready for
lined
the
up for
kickoff. He sends it downfield. Considine from his own end zone. Well, the offense is back on the field again. That last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to that touchdown. Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. The Wildcats line up in a nickelback. Hands it off. And they make the stop at the 33-yard line. And this back just hit the century mark with that run.
Man, he's getting the job done today. It's only the first half, and his rushing yards is already in 3 digits.
He's been unstoppable so far, Coach. What do you think this defense can do to try to slow this guy down?
They have to throw
Ball
8
on the
or 9 in the box.
33-yard line.
It will leave some passing lanes open, but they have to do that to stop this rushing attack.
Cook gets it on the draw. With a takedown at the 34-yard line. Cook gains about a yard on the play. Second down and 9 to go.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Looks to pass. Garcia throws it up there. Hits his man in stride. To the 20. To the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown.
It's only the first half, and this quarterback just keeps throwing touchdowns.
Yeah, if he stays at that pace, he could have 6 or 7 of them by the time this one's over.
There's a flag down, and here's the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the drive.
They line up for the point after. And he adds the extra point. Better than 8 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. And the score, Arkansas State 28, Arizona 24. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Here's the kick. Rush fields it in the end zone.
Great passing was leaving the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
So if I'm the coach, I'm telling my defensive linemen to get more pressure on that quarterback, please.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Arizona comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Lets it fly. Down the sideline. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. He's on a different level than everybody else,
And
Coach.
he sure is, my friend. This kid is a real deep threat. He can stretch the defense and cause a lot of problems for the secondary.
They're going to flag the celebration there.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the drive.
Trying to go up by 3. They'll kick the extra point. And he converts the extra point. to kick.
is lined up for the kickoff.
He sends this one deep. Davis from his own end zone. Missed tackle. Guys, their last possession, they really had good success passing the ball.
Hey, if you ask me, I'd air it out some more.
Lee, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
They'll get the ball here at the 19.
First and 10.
Arkansas State goes with the ace set here. Drops back on first down. Swings it out to his man on the screen. Considine was the intended target on the play. That'll make it second down. Second down. The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time. Cook on the give. He jukes. Tackle at the 27-yard line. They grab 8 yards there. Third down. They've got their man lined up in the backfield, but will they give it to him? And they'll run him again. They'll bring him down at the 31. And it looks like he got the first down.
I'll tell you what, Brad, that is very close. I didn't think he was going to make it there, Coach.
Kirk, I agree with you 100%. I thought he was stopped short, too. This kid shows some real determination on that run.
It's first down.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Breaks one. Brought down at the 31-yard line. The running back gets a yard, maybe less. Second down, 10 yards to go.
On the 31-yard line.
Cook alone in the backfield. On the ground, up the middle. What a collision! And he gets a yard on the run. Here's third and 9.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Cook, the lone back. Garcia drops to throw. Over the middle. That's a great tackle at the 45-yard line. How about that play, Coach?
Nice play from the key part of this defense. This safety is a big-time football player, and that fumble recovery shows why.
They'll start this drive at midfield.
Take over at the 48-yard line. First and 10.
Arizona comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still
He just flinched.
Brad, one of the most frustrating penalties is a false start because they are the easiest penalties to avoid. It just takes some focus.
First down and 15 to go. Ball on their own 47. He drops back. He unloads it. And it's caught. He's all the way down to the 19. A heck of a play by the receiver.
We talk all the time about the emotions of college football. This play was definitely an emotionally charged play. What a way for the wideout to make a statement in this game.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The Indians line up with 6 defensive backs. Williams, back to pass, looking, he throws, catches it, he gets hit out of bounds at the 12, and a pickup of about 7. They line up at the 12. Second down, 3 yards to go. The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. Williams drops to throw. He lets it go. Touchdown, Arizona! And that is touchdown number 2.
This quarterback likes his tight end. He looks for him and uses him as a safety valve, Kirk.
Yep, no question. That's his security blanket. Whenever he gets into trouble, he always seems to find his tight end.
Here's the try for the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. Davis fields it in the end zone. Well, guys, their last drive ended on a fumbled ball. What do you think they can do to be more successful this time?
Well, for one, they can hold on to the football. Turnovers absolutely kill the team's momentum.
Yeah, I just think they have to be a little bit more careful with the ball.
They'll start the drive.
First down,
at
10
the
yards to
20-yard
go.
line.
Ball on the
First and
20.
10.
Arkansas State lines up with 3 receivers. Cook gets the ball. He jukes it. Oh, he got tattooed on that one. Cook gains around 3 yards on the run. That'll make it second down. Second down and 7. Ball on the 23. They hand it off again. He jukes him. They'll get him for a loss. 1 yard loss for the halfback. From their own 22-yard line.
On the 22-yard
It's 3rd and 8.
line.
Garcia drops back. He throws it. Someone got a hand on it. Pick off to the deflection. That pass was bobbled for a while, but they came up with it.
Yeah, he adjusted nicely to the ball and was able to grab it. Nice concentration, huh, Kirk?
Coach, you know, teams all the way from junior high practice this tip drill for that exact situation.
They'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. Arizona sets up with 4 receivers. Here comes the pressure. Williams goes down with a sack.
31 makes the sack. No gain on the play.
Second down. The Wildcat set up in the gun. Throws it. Complete. And he hits him hard at the 39. Maybe 3 yards that time on the pass. The 39-yard line. It's 3rd and 7.
39-yard line.
Arizona comes to the line with 3 wide. Play action. Rolls to the left. Going deep. And that one's fallen incomplete. The receiver didn't have a chance on that one. They call on the kicker for a long field goal.
39-yard line.
56 yards away. The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time. It's up. And it splits the uprights. He hit that one from way out there.
Oh, man, that was a beautiful kick.
Arizona
gets set to kick this one away. He just drills this one. Davis from his own end zone.
The first thing I wanted to do after throwing a pick was to come out that next drive and throw. Let the defense know that I wasn't intimidated.
And how many times did you go right back in there and throw another pick?
Well, Lee, as you know, a quarterback needs a short memory, so I really don't remember, Scooter. You know better than that.
This defense is in the dime. Garcia steps back to pass. Throws back across field.
The receiver did all he could do to make that play. The pass was just too far out of bounds.
They line up at the 21. So it's 2nd and 10. The Indians line up with 3 wide. Cook off the right side. And down he goes at the 23. Cook picks up 2 yards with a carry. From their own 23-yard line. 3rd and 8. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Garcia drops back to pass. The senior makes the catch. So it was only a short gain on the play, and that'll bring up down.
Fourth and 5.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Rush is back awaiting the punt. He gets it off. Rush fields it at the 37. The offense goes back out onto the field after picking up a field goal on their last drive. The offense will start at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
Williams is back in the gun. Williams back to throw. He passes it, and he brings it down. With the tackle at the 41. Not a bad pickup that time.
Yeah, let me tell you the reason why this play worked. The defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and he made them pay right there.
The defense comes out in the dime package.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Rolls right. Deep pass down the left side. It's deflected. This one is incomplete. They got to the quarterback a little late there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
This is just an unnecessary hit. He should have been disciplined for a play like that.
His coach won't be too happy. He just cost his team 15 yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Arizona in a 4-wide set. Williams back to throw. Throws. It's complete. He's taken down at the 20. Nice little pattern there.
Yeah, he had great position there, and that ball was thrown in the right spot.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. So their last red zone visit resulted in a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can hold us this time. And he's got it for the touchdown. Terrific pass, and the wideout hauls it into the touchdown.
Brad, the wide receiver's route was the key on that play.
You're right, Kirk. His route running really has improved, and the quarterback has been throwing his weight a lot more.
They line up for the extra point. And he adds the extra point. So with just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter, our score, Arizona 48, Arkansas State 28. They line up to kick this one away.
Is lined up for the kickoff.
Excellent kick. Considine from his own end zone. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out.
They'll
got a
start
first and 10.
at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Arkansas State comes to the line, only one in the backfield. Going long. The ball is tipped. Great range as he's able to break up the pass.
The safety makes a good play here, but as a receiver, you got to get in there and play some defense. He's lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They line up at the 20.
Ball on the 20
Second down. The Indians come out showing 3 wide. Garcia back to pass. Stepping up. He's looking down the middle. Almost intercepted. Looks like he tried to force that one.
And defense was in a zone there, and the quarterback needs to do a better job of finding a passing window to throw through.
Well, that window must have been tinted because he almost threw a pick.
Third and 10.
Third down, 10 yards
Ball
to go.
on the 20-yard
Ball on
line.
their own 20. The Wildcats line up in a nickel back, and they make the stop at the 22-yard line. Arizona will call a timeout, and that was their first timeout. The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Miller awaits the snap. Punts the ball away. Rush fields it at the 41.
Now, the reason why that's a good opportunity for the returner to run it back is because of the pressure up front. When there's pressure, the punt protection team always blocks a little longer, and they don't get down the field as fast.
They'll
This
take
driver
over
starts
at the
at the
47-yard
47-yard line.
First and 10.
They use 4 linebackers. Throws it out there. Prater brings him down for a loss. They're stopped 2 yards behind the line. Second and 12 coming up here. Ball right around midfield. The Wildcat set up in the gun. Steps up. He's looking for his man. And it's caught. Caesar with a takedown at the 38. A good play to the tight end that time.
Yeah, and this is a play that we saw in practice the other day over and over again.
And as a coach, you like it when all that practice pays off and your players execute in the game like they did all week in practice. Good job.
They line up at the 38.
Ball on the 38-yard
It's third down.
line.
Arizona lines up in a shotgun set. He rolls left, lets it fly. Caught. Caesar with the tackle at the 15-yard line. Arizona will take a timeout. That's their second of the half. And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Newton is the single setback. Out. It falls incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it second down. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 15. The Wildcats out in the ace formation. He throws it. Caught. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 3-yard line. That catch gives him over 100 yards in the first half.
Yeah, this guy's off to a hot start. Let's see if he can keep it up.
It's first and goal. They're threatening inside the 20. The Wildcats line up in a goal line formation. Fakes to the back. He'll go. He snags it. And they'll score. Another touchdown. Why not?
This just goes to show you that there is more to playing defense than emotion. You can't continuously play out of position like this. You're going to find yourself in a lot of mismatches. And today, those mismatches have turned into touchdowns.
And he converts the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick the one off. And this one's away. Considine fields it in the end zone. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coke. Arkansas State goes with the ace set here. Garcia drops back to pass. Dumps it. And this one falls incomplete. Sullivan was the intended target on the play. That'll make it second down. So it's second and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. Garcia hands it off. Bounces off a would-be tackler. 4 yards on that play. They line up at the 23. It's third down. Banks, the lone back. We played 2 quarters, and it hasn't been pretty. Our score, Arizona 55, Arkansas State 28. The teams are lined up, and we're just about ready to start this second half. He sends it off. Davis from his own end zone. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. First and 10.
At the
Ball on the 18.
First and 10.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Cook gets the call. Tries to shoot. Can't wrap him up. He's on the run. Allen with a takedown at the 33-yard line. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
First down, 10 to go.
First and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Cook will run it again. And he's tackled at the 47-yard line. And that was an excellent run there.
Yeah, Brad, but it was also great blocking up front by the offensive line to open up the hole.
First and 10. Ball on the 47. The Indians come out in the ace formation. Little handoff. Hartman with the tackle at the 49-yard line. The running back gets 2 on the carry. From their own 49-yard line. Second down, 8 yards to go. The Indians line up with a single set backfield. Garcia back to pass. Garcia unloads. Burke was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it third down. They line up at the 49.
Ball on the 49
It's third down and
line.
8 to go. The defense is in the nickel. Garcia off the fake. He passes it, and he brings it down. Tackle at the 39-yard line. Guys, with that catch, he's now past the 1,000-yard point for the season.
This guy has had a great year. The coach has got to be pleased with his performance for the year, Lee.
Oh, yeah, he's a big, big part of their offense.
They line up at the 39.
First and 10.
First down.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Drops back on first down.
Yo, way to put a hand in the air and smack that ball down. Nice play.
It was a nice play. There's just so much going on down there in the trenches. It's really impressive to see a guy get off his block and perfectly time the quarterback's release.
Second down, 10 yards
Ball
to go.
on the 39-yard line.
The defense comes out in the dime package. Garcia drops to throw. Has it to the senior. They'll bring him down at the 30. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
They'll line it up again on third down.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
The Indians line up in an I formation. There's a missed tackle. And they got him for a loss. A 1-yard loss. And it's the offense that takes the field on fourth down. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Look, left side. Tackled for a loss, and they'll turn it over on downs. Well, they had to go for it, but they don't make it.
Yeah, but I like the call. They needed to do whatever they could to get back in this ballgame.
Too bad it didn't work out the way they wanted it to.
The offense will take over at the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. Drops back on first down. Steps up in the pocket. Throws to the middle. It's tipped.
That linebacker showed good awareness there.
This guy can do it all, Kirk. I'd take him on my team any day.
Second
and 10.
Ball
on their own
on the 32-yard line.
Arizona comes out in the shotgun. He's looking. Williams unloads. He's tackled at the 46. A nice looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find a hot receiver.
First and 10.
Ball on the
46-yard line.
Newton is the deep back as they line up in the eye. Let's it go. And that one's fallen incomplete. Joseph was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it second down. It's second down. Arizona sets up with 4 receivers. Williams drops the throw. Throws it to the outside. Way to look it in. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. Single set backfield. Newton on the run to Tofi. Brings him down at the 29. The halfback runs for 4 yards. They line up at the 29.
Ball
It's second and 6.
29-yard line.
Setting up the play action. Williams throws it out there. Joseph steps out of bounds at the 22. Joseph picks him up around 7 yards with that catch.
Nice protection, a good pass, even a better catch. You can't ask for much more than that.
First
down, 10 to
Ball
go.
on the 22-yard
Ball on the
line.
22-yard line. Arizona comes out in the shotgun. Drops back on first down. He looks. He fires right side. Someone got a hand on it. Great play in the end zone by the quarterback.
Man, oh man, this guy is some kind of athlete. He's a real playmaker out there on D.
Second and 10. Ball at 22.
22-yard line.
The Wildcats with 4 receivers. The defense jumped, but I think a lineman moved first.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Williams drops back to pass. And he's hammered as he lets it go. He's hit and taken down. Guys, I'm pretty much speechless. I don't know what to say. That is 600 yards.
Yo, I think that defense down there is just as speechless as you are, my friend.
I think you're right, Coach. He has absolutely demoralized this entire defensive unit.
First and goal.
They're in the red
Ball
zone.
on the 1-yard line.
They put everyone up on the line. Little handoff. Touchdown, Arizona. The halfback just plowed his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but it wasn't all him. The offensive lineman just handpicked the defense on that one.
So the kicking team will line up for the point after. And he hits the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He got all of that one. Davis fields it in the end zone. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time. Allen tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. They line up at the 21. It's second down. Cook is the single setback. Tackle made at the 23. Cook gains about 2 yards on the run. They line up at the 23.
Ball on the 23
Third down,
yard
9 to
line.
go. Garcia drops back. Stepping up, throws this one out to the right. Got it to the senior. They convert on 3rd and long, guys.
When the offense coming through in a big way that time, how about the timing on that route, Coach?
Yeah, Kirk, the quarterback was able to throw to a spot, and the receiver was there to catch it for a 1st and 10. Nice play.
First down, 10 to
First
go.
and 10.
Ball on the 38.
On the 38-yard line.
Arkansas State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. And he takes a big hit at the 38-yard line.
Whoa, man, the defense wasn't moving all on that play.
The object was to sell the pass and then sneak by the defensive line with the run. The problem here was that the quarterback didn't sell the pass very well.
Hey, they said this quarterback got an A in his drama class last semester. I'd give him about a D- on that play.
Second
They
and
line
10.
up at the 38.
Ball on the 38-yard
Second down.
line.
Cook gets the call again. Makes a move. And he's taken down at the 42-yard line. Cook gets about 4 yards on the play. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Arkansas State comes to the line with 3 wide. He delivers. Another catch. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right, and the quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
First
From the
and 10.
34-yard line.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Ace backfield. Back to pass. He's looking down the middle. And he catches it off the tip. Brought down at the 21-yard line. The quarterback has now passed for over 400 yards with that last completion.
The guy has done a great job moving the sticks all day long. He's a really good player.
First and 10. Ball on the 21. Six DBs in the lineup. Garcia is looking to stay perfect on this drive. Still perfect on the drive. Allen is walking off the field now, and the trainers are going to have a close look at him.
It seems to me that he landed on his arm a little awkwardly.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. They're crowding the line. Cook gets another handoff. Jones tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. The offense couldn't get those linemen blocked, and they'll lose yards.
Well, here the defensive lineman did a great job at sealing up the hole at the line of scrimmage.
Second down, goal to go. Ball on the 6. Arizona comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Cook takes it right side. Williams tackles him at the 2. 4 yards on that play. Third and goal. And this is the 11th play of the current drive. Let's see if they can punch this one in. Breaks one. He's tackled at the 1. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
Fourth and goal.
This one should be makeable.
1-yard line.
The kick is up, and he got it. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Gets ready to kick this one off. He sends it off. Hits from his own end zone. There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad. First down, 10 yards to go. Arizona comes to the line, only one man in the backfield.
First and 10.
Makes a move. He has room. And he's all the way down to the 47. That was a huge lift.
Brad, you're right. A run like that can really get the momentum rolling.
They line up at the 47. First down. The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. Williams sets up the play action. They brought him down for the sack at the 49. They line up at the 49. It's second down now, 14 to go. Going with the shotgun here. Williams back to pass. He passes it, and that one's incomplete. Newton was the intended target on the play. That'll bring up third down. From their own 49-yard line. Third down and 14 to go. Arizona comes out in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. He's hit and got away. Comes across the middle, and he's hit immediately.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great looking pass to move the sticks on third down.
First
down.
Ball
The Wildcats line up in an I formation. Again, he'll get the call. Sullivan brings him down at the 34. A 2-yard run by the halfback. They line up at the 34. Second and 8 coming up here. Williams back to pass. Looking, slips it short. It's deflected. Not a great throw by the quarterback.
I don't know who he was throwing that one to.
I know. I think the intended receiver was the safety.
Third
This
and 8.
defense faces another third down. The Wildcats line up with 4 wideouts. Back to pass. Steps up. He throws it. Someone got a hand on it. Nice job there to bring up a 4th down.
Pretty good throw here by the quarterback, but he couldn't quite get it in there. That was a nice job of the defense.
They'll call on the field goal unit from 51. They're already up big, and this could make the lead bigger. The kick is away. It's long enough, and the field goal is good.
Yo, this kid is not your average kicker.
You know, I was wondering if he's going to get a chance to kick one of those. We saw him warming up from 60 yards before the game.
Yeah, he has the leg to do it, and I'm going to tell you, that was a nice kick.
Arizona gets set to kick this one away. Davis and Considine back deep to return, and this one's away. Considine fields it in the end zone. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports.
They'll
First
take
down,
over
10
at
to
the
go.
24-yard line.
Ball on their own
First and
24.
10.
Arkansas State goes with the ace set here. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Hartman tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play.
This is a heads-up play by the linebacker. He's playing run and had his eyes on the guy carrying the football from the get-go. Good defensive play.
Second and 13. Ball on their own 21. The defense comes out in the dime package. Garcia drops to throw. He's drilled as he throws. Hartman gets in the backfield for a loss. They nearly gave that ball away.
But luckily that guy was paying attention to what was going on and was able to recover the football.
From their own 14-yard line.
Ball on the 14-yard
It's third down.
line.
Arkansas State lines up with three receivers. Garcia drops back to pass. He's rolling right. Flips it. Complete. Oh, man, did he take a hit. Nice stop by the defense.
Well, they let him catch it, but they were not going to let him get that first down.
Fourth and 15.
The punter comes on the field,
Ball
getting
on
ready
the
to send one
19-yard
off.
line.
Miller is waiting for the snap. He gets it away. Rush fields it at the 50. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at midfield.
First and 10.
The Wildcats line up in an I formation. Young with a takedown at the 47. Newton gains about 2 yards on the run. That'll make it second down. From the 47-yard line. Second down. They come out with three wide receivers. Williams steps back to pass. Slings it. Man, with the tackle at 44. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it and they attacked. The quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
They line up at the 44. Third down. This is the kind of quarterback that's more than capable of picking up the first down here. He's got some blockers at the 40. And he's tackled at the 24. Lee, do you think they'll be able to capitalize on the interception?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to make a difference. They've dug themselves in a pretty big hole.
We'll see if they can capitalize on the good field position.
24-yard line. First and 10.
Three wide outs here. Garcia off the fake. Garcia throws. He jukes. Tackle made at the 12-yard line. Kirk, what do you have for us?
Well, that catch put the receiver over 100 yards. He's been one of the quarterback's favorite targets all game long.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The defense looks confident as they held them to a field goal on their last red zone trip. The lineman had a big push there to get in the backfield and bring him down.
Great penetration in the backfield. For such a big guy, this guy's got some really quick feet.
And once he gets moving, there's no stopping him. This guy is so big and strong that he's almost impossible to block with one guy.
Ball on the 12.
On the 12, and they can smell the goal line. Arkansas State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Garcia steps back to pass. Throws it to the outside. That's incomplete. Maxwell was the intended target. That'll bring up third down. It's third and 10. Ball on the 12-yard line. Garcia comes to the line with 3 wide. Garcia drops to throw. Moves up in the pocket. He gets the pass away.
He's just lucky he got that pass away.
The offensive line didn't protect the quarterback very well. The pressure was there in no time.
Fourth down. The holder's on the 19. So this will be about a 29-yarder. He gets it up, and it's right down the middle. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Arkansas State kick this one off. Rush and hit. Back to return. He sends it off. Pitts takes it at the 4. Broke away from 1. So the offense will come out and try to turn things around after an interception on their last drive.
The quarterback has to get that interception out of his head. You can't be scared to keep firing away in this game or the defense will tear you apart.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Williams is back in the gun. Williams lets it go. Finds his receiver. And they make the stop at the 44. They pick up a few yards there on the pass.
And I'll tell you what, that fake handoff froze the secondary just enough to allow for the receiver to come up with a nice gain that time. Good call.
Newton,
First and 10.
alone back.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Williams fakes a handoff. He tosses it short. Caught. They complete the play-action pass for a pickup of 3. Second down, 7 yards to go.
41-yard
41. Newton lines up as a single back. Williams hands off to Tofi. Tackles him at the 36-yard line. Newton comes away with 5 yards on the carry. Third down.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
The Wildcats line up with 2 tight ends. Williams will throw for it. Williams guns it right side. The quarterback saw the blitz and just got rid of the ball. They'll call on the field goal unit. This one 53 yards away. This is to add to an already impressive lead. The kick is away. It's long enough. And they tack on 3 points.
Yo, this kid is not your average kicker.
You know, I was wondering if he's going to get a chance to kick one of those. We saw him warming up from 60 yards before the game.
Yeah, he has the leg to do it, and I'm going to tell you, that was a nice kick.
Arizona gets set to kick this one away. He really got a hold of that kick. Considine fields it in the end zone. Good move. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Garcia with the give, brought down at the 21-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback. They line up at the 21.
Ball on the
Second and 10.
21-yard line.
Arizona lines up with 5 defensive backs. Throws. Complete. He's pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. What a throw for a big gain.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
From their own 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30-yard
Third down
line.
and a yard. They hand it off. Tackle at the 32-yard line. And that'll be good enough to move the sticks.
Great run. And now we've got a new set of downs.
First down, 10 to go. Arkansas State goes with the ace set here. Garcia drops back down the middle. And it's the senior, Bennett, with a takedown at the 38. About 6 yards on that completion. It's second down. Arkansas State lines up with 3 receivers. Garcia will hand it, and he is drilled at the 39-yard line.
I can't believe he held on to the ball after that hit.
Yeah, and I don't even think he saw that hit coming.
So another third down upcoming for the offense.
39-yard line.
As we go to the final quarter of play, this one is almost wrapped up. Our score here, Arizona 68, Arkansas State 34. The offense faces another third down as they line it up.
39-yard line.
Garcia hands it off.
Great example of how to defend the run. Nowhere, and I mean nowhere to run.
Yeah, nice job by these guys. They can be very sound defensively.
4th and 3.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Pitts, the return man. Punts the ball away. Pitts fields it at the 22. Just couldn't break free on that one.
Brad, he didn't have a lot of open field to run, but he did a nice job of making something out of nothing.
They'll start this drive at the 26.
Take over at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10.
With the game well in hand, they're going to get the other quarterback some playing time. He throws. His receiver has it. He's all the way down to the 49-yard line.
Seems like they've been able to do that all day, Coach.
The defense was just sleeping on the play. When you let an offense come at you like that, time and time again, then it's hard to win a ball game.
First
down, 10 yards to go.
49
Ball
yard
right around
line.
midfield. Arizona goes with the ace set here. He lets it go. Finds the receiver. And he's all the way down to the 22-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
2-yard line.
Arizona comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Dixon drops back on first down. It falls incomplete. Coach, you made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
From the 22-yard line.
Ball on the
Second down,
22-yard
10
line.
yards to go. They're in the eye. Dixon drops back to pass. Toss is short. And it's incomplete.
And that one's going to go down in the stats as a drop, but that would have been a tough catch.
Well, when you're going to school for free to play football, they expect you to catch those, Kirk. Now, I know the defender got in there to break it up, but there's just no excuses for that. You touch it, you catch it. That always has been the rule.
Third down, 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 22.
Arizona lines up in a shotgun set. Looks to pass. Looks. Under heavy pressure. And he's going to be sacked. Dixon is slow to get up, and he might be hurt. So it's fourth down, and the kicker's on to try this one from 45. This is to add to an already impressive lead. He gets it up, and it is good.
Not a bad kick to get your team 3 points, Kirk.
Yeah, he got some good leg behind it, and he kicked an accurate ball right between the goalposts.
Arizona to kick this one off. Davis and Considine set to return. Keeps it deep downfield. Davis fields it in the end zone. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
Hopefully we'll see the offense move this ball up the field a little bit.
Yeah, Coach, they really haven't had too much success today. But this is an opportunity for them to get their team back on track and build some confidence going into the next game.
The offense will start at the 26-yard line. They come out in a nickel. Over the middle. Someone got a hand on it. There was not a soul open there.
He threw into double coverage because it was an obvious passing down, and the defense knew the pass was coming.
From their own 26-yard line.
26
Second down. The Wildcats bring in their dime package. They'll whistle them down in the backfield. It's third and 14. Ball on the 22-yard line. The Indians come out in the H formation. Lewis comes away with a sack. They just got to the quarterback for the fourth time today.
This offensive line has to be able to protect the quarterback better. They're giving up sacks left and right.
Fourth and long.
The Indians line up to punt.
16-yard line.
Pitts will be the return man. He gets it away. Pitts fields it to the 48. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. What a huge return.
Did you see how he accelerated through that hole? And once he hit the open field, it was just pure speed.
Yeah, and talking to this coach, this is the player that he was afraid of for all the reasons you mentioned. Speed and acceleration.
He makes the PAT. Better than 12 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. With the score, Arizona 78, Arkansas State 34. Arizona ready to kick this one off. Davis
lined up
and Considine back ready to return. He really got a hold of that kick. Davis fields it in the end zone.
They've been getting walloped all day, but at least they're still working hard. I like a team that never quits.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. Garcia, back to pass. Got hit as he threw. That's a live ball. It's picked up by the defense. And he's tackled at the 15. That was a great play by the defensive end.
He picked up the fumble, and now his team has the ball. That play could swing the momentum.
This is a great place to start the drive on the opponent's side of the 50. With the play fake, Larson makes the sack. The rushing game hasn't done a whole lot out there today.
That's why it's important to have a balanced offense. When the run isn't working, your passing game can pick up the slack. That's exactly why they're still winning this game.
3 wideouts here. Back to pass. He steps up, surveys the field. And they got him. From the 27-yard line, it's 3rd down. The Wildcats line up with 4 wideouts. Steps up, looking. He rolls out to the right. Across the middle, incomplete.
Even a great adjustment wouldn't have made a difference on that low throw.
His shoelaces need a pair of hands for that pass.
4th down. This is a 44-yard field goal attempt. This will just add insult to injury. The kick is up, and it sails through the uprights.
He looked pretty good kicking the ball there.
Yep, the kicker did a good job of keeping his head down and striking the ball right between the goalposts for a long field goal.
Carpenter looks ready to kick this one off.
The kickoff.
He sends this one deep. Davis fields it in the end zone.
You know who's trembling right now?
Well, it's not the defense. They played well all game.
They'll set up shop
at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Garcia with the toss. Lewis takes him down for a loss. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he hurt his arm on that play.
From their own 16-yard line.
Ball on the
We've got a 2nd and 14. And he puts it on the turf. Defense has it. It's the linebacker. Defense comes away with a fumble recovery.
Well, nothing's going their way today. The offense has been horrible. So is the defense. Even their special teams are struggling.
We'll see if they can get it in as they start this drive in the red zone.
1st and 10.
Arizona goes with the ace set here. He lets it go. Caught. 1-yard loss. They line up at the 20. Second and 11 coming up. Arizona will line up in a jump set here. Tatofi tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. No place to go that time, and the offense loses a yard or two.
Nice job of plugging up all the gaps and the possible cutback lanes by the defense.
It's third down and 14 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. The Wildcats come out in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Lets it fly. Got it to his receiver. He gets hit out of bounds at the 5. That one worked pretty well.
Hey, it's a good job here by the wide receiver to get open. He created good separation from the defense.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. Sean steps back to pass, throws it, and that one's fallen incomplete. The quarterback had a tough time with a blitz on that one.
Well, with this guy, you can't let him stand back there and have too much time to throw the ball. You've got to get a hand in his face.
Second down and goal.
Ball on the 5-yard line.
One man backfield. Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still
So instead of moving forward, they'll move a few yards back.
Boy, I hate to see guys making dumb penalties like that.
Second down, goal to go. 10 yards to the end zone. Sean back to throw. Steps up, looking. He's right there for the interception. He didn't throw it away under pressure, and it really cost him.
It sure did. He saw that he was going to get hit and just threw one up for grabs. He's got to learn to take the sack.
They'll get the ball here at the 7-yard line.
First and 10.
Cook lines up in a deep back, I formation. They'll throw on first down. Looks. Garcia unloads. And he's taken down at the 8-yard line. Looks like they got a lucky break there, guys.
What was the receiver doing on that play?
He sure wasn't holding onto the football very well, that's for sure.
It's second down and 9 to go. Fakes to the back. He delivers. The big guy with room to run. Bernard with the tackle at the 17-yard line. Not a bad pickup that time.
Yeah, but let me tell you the reason why this play worked. The defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and he made them pay right there.
Third and inches.
Third and a
Ball
foot.
on the 17-yard line.
And everyone in the stadium knows who should get the ball in short yardage situations. Duckett tackles him for a loss on the play.
Instead of running around the defenders, he ran right into them.
I don't think it mattered if he ran left or right or over the top. They just lost the battle up front.
Fourth and 3.
Arkansas State ready to put this one away. Pitts is back to return, and he's the same guy that already ran one all the way back. He punts it. Pitts fields it to the 44. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Clipping on the receiving team. The penalty is declined. First down.
First down, 10 yards to go.
On the 30-yard line.
The Wildcats go with the I formation. First down, look at the throw. Shaw delivers, and that one's incomplete. He led his wide receiver too far to the outside.
Yeah, he just had to pull the string a little bit more there.
Second down. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Shaw drops back to pass. He looks. He zips it. And they couldn't hook up on that one. Moore was the intended target on the play. So that'll make it third down.
Third
They line up at the 30.
Ball
Third
on
down.
the 30-yard line.
The Wildcats line up with a single set backfield. Lets it go. It's complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 28. Oh, man, he doesn't get the first. Great play by the defense.
Incredible. They saw that coming a mile away.
I think you got to give your quarterback a little bit more time, especially on third down.
So it's fourth down. And the kicker's on to try this one from 45. This'll just add insult to injury. He gets it up. And the field goal is good. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Considine fields it in the end zone. Time once again for this offense to come back out, start another drive. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. The defense comes out in the dime package. Garcia will hand it off. Williams tackles him at the 25-yard line. The running back gives them 6 on the ground. From their own 25-yard line, it's second and 4. Cook gets the call. Across midfield, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Well, they're not going to win it, but they're still playing hard out there. And that was a big-time run.
Yep, as soon as he gets his feet. Goodbye, sweetheart.
So they're ready for the extra point. He makes the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Arkansas State to kick this one off. He sends it downfield.
Arkansas State is lined up for the kickoff.
Pitts takes it at the 4.
I expect to see some good clock management right here.
Yep, Coach, they've already warmed up the buses for the end of this game.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Shaw with 3 wide receivers. First down, look at the throw. Flips it. Incomplete pass. Mail was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Second down, 10 yards to go.
On the 29-yard line.
Arizona sets up in the I. Shaw on play action. Throws this one out to the left. Incomplete pass. Kent was the intended receiver on the play, so that'll make it third down. They line up at the 29.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
The defense sets up in the dime. Shaw back to throw. He passes it. It's deflected.
You know the quarterback didn't get anything wrong there. This is just a great defensively.
I think he underestimated the speed of the defensive player. He just shot in and broke it up.
4th and 10.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Davis back deep to return. He gets it away. Davis takes it to the 32. They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over from the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time.
They'll
It's
start
first
the
and 10.
drive
Ball on their own 40.
line. First and 10.
Cook is the single setback. Looks to pass. Throws, and he brings it down. Williams with the tackle at the 48. Well, that was one of the best catches we've seen all day, guys.
Great concentration to go up and get that one.
And more importantly, it's a first down.
First down. The Indians come out in the ace formation. They're going to pitch it. Sheds that one. Stiff arms. Gonzalez looks to have been shaken up a bit on that play.
Yeah, I think he's hurt his arm or shoulder on that play, but I don't think it's too bad.
First and 10. Ball on the 32. The Indians are lining up with 3 receivers. And it's caught. Talk about a throw.
Does this kid have an arm or what? I'm telling you, this thing is like a laser beam coming out of his hand.
Boy, you're right. What a cannon this young man's got.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. The defense looks confident as they held them to a field goal on their last Red Zone trip. Excellent open field tackle. And the pass is caught, but he goes nowhere.
Yeah, nice job there by the defense to get to him and make the sure tackle before he could make any moves to break loose.
They line up at the 16.
Ball on the 16.
Second and 7 up here. The Indians come out showing 3 wide. Drops back to pass. Moves up in the pocket. He fires. Intercepted off the tip. That's a great tackle at the 8-yard line. What is going on here, guys?
They've just been outplayed and outcoached out there today.
Anything and everything is going wrong today, Kirk. There's not much else to do except pack it up and try again next week.
They'll take
It's first and 10.
at the 8-yard
Ball on the
line.
8.
First and
Arizona
10.
comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. Steps up in the pocket. Across the middle. Got it to him. I'm on the run.
You know, it's really easy to overlook those guys on the line.
Yeah, the defense came after them, and those linemen held them long enough for the quarterback to throw for a first down.
First
They
and
line
10.
up at the 19.
Ball on the 19.
First down. Stevens lines up as a single back. The halfback with a carry. A little juke. Tackle at the 23. Stevens gains about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down. It's second and 6. Ball on the 23-yard line. The Wildcats come out in the shotgun. Shaw throws. Poor decision to throw it into such tight coverage. They line up at the 23. We've got a 3rd and 6. The Wildcats line up with a single set backfield. Shaw drops to throw. Look out! Complete. They'll bring him down at the 29-yard line.
I like it. I like it.
Well, on 3rd down, we expected them to go to the air, and they did just that, picking up the 1st down.
That's right, sweetheart.
First
and 10. Ball on their own 29.
29-yard line.
High formation here. Back to pass. He gets rid of it. This one is incomplete. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
They line up at the 29.
Ball on the 29.
Second down and 10 to go. Shaw comes to the line with 3 wide. He's looking to pass across the middle, and it's incomplete. Moore was the intended target. That'll bring up 3rd down. The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. Stevens lines up in a deep back, I formation. He drops back down the middle, and this one falls incomplete. With that pressure, he just couldn't do much with it.
His chance of accuracy on that throw was practically 0. Good job by the defense.
4th and 10.
Arizona lining up the punt. Davis is back deep to return the punt. He gets it off. Davis fields it at the 30. He made some nice moves on that return.
Yeah, but too many, Brad. Boy, he'd love to have another chance at that one. The field is wide open for a score.
This drive will start at the 42.
At the 42-yard line. 1st and 10.
A little juke. Brought down at the 44-yard line. The running back gets 2 on the carry. From their own 44-yard line. It's 2nd down and 8. Cook is the deep back as they line up in the I. Garcia on play action. He passes it, and down he goes at the 46-yard line. They couldn't get much out of that one.
I loved how the defense just swarmed the ball the second it was thrown.
They line up at the 46.
Ball on the
3rd down.
46-yard line.
6 DBs in the lineup. Garcia fires down the middle. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete.
How about that play, Coach?
Kirk, that's exactly how you teach a player to defend the pass. Do anything possible to disrupt the play. You don't necessarily have to make the interception to make a big play on defense.
That's very true. Now they'll have a 4th down situation.
On the 46-yard
It's
line.
4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. Drops back to pass. Gets him up, and he's hammered as he lets it go. Weber brings him down at the 48. They almost stopped him on 4th, but it'll be a 1st down.
And he showed excellent awareness to know where he had to go to keep this drive alive.
They line up at the 48.
1st and 10.
First
Ball
down.
on the 48-yard line.
We've got a 1st and 10. The Indians are lining up with 3 receivers. Handoff on the draw. He's tackled at the 46-yard line. The draw play gets maybe 2 yards. Second and 8 coming up here.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Sheds that one. Look at that strike. Refusing to go down. He's knocked out of bounds at the 34. And the delayed handoff works for a big gain.
Got to be happy with the effort there by your tailback.
You are absolutely right.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. The Indians come out in the ace formation. Garcia goes with a play fake. Got him again. And he makes another. And fellas, this is really turning into a very impressive drive.
3 first downs and counting on this drive, Kirk.
Yeah, they've done a good job building some momentum here. And more importantly, they've kept this defense on the field.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Cook gets it on a pitch. Tackle made at the 10. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. Second down.
6. Ball on the 10-yard line.
5 DBs on the field. Play action. He unloads it. And it's going the other way. Here we go again. Interception by the defense.
Oh, man. Is there anything they can salvage at this point, Coach?
Not much, except maybe put in some younger players to get some game experience. This game is over.
The
They'll go to
Arizona
work at the 20-yard
Wildcats
line.
take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Wildcats go with the I formation. Shaw gives it up the middle, and down he goes. The 26-yard line. A good 6 yards there by the fullback. It's 2nd and 4 to go. The Wildcats line up in an I formation. Little shake and bake move. And he's taken down at the 29-yard line. The back gets 3 on the carry.
Third
down.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Arizona comes out with an I formation. Shaw fakes a handoff, surveys the field. It's deflected. They got to the quarterback a little late there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. $15-yard penalty. Automatic.
The
First
officials
down.
march off 15 yards against the defense.
And when the quarterback releases the football, you can't do that kind of stuff. It's bad for your team, and it makes you look like a fool.
First and 10. Ball on the 44. Shaw is back in the gun. Gives it off. Kelly tackles him for a loss on the play. Nowhere to go for the halfback. That's a loss of 1. It's second down and 11 to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Brought down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 3 yards by the fullback. And it looks like we've got our Coca-Cola players of the game. Very well played game by these gentlemen. The Wildcats line up with 4 wideouts. Sean, back to pass. Somehow gets the ball away. And they got some pressure on him that time.
And what that does is mess with the timing of the offense, causing the incompletion.
4th and 8.
And they're ready to punt this one away. Stanley is back awaiting the punt. He gets it away. Stanley takes it to the 40. And he got a few yards.
He got more than a few. That was a good return.
Yep, he almost broke one there.
From their own 26-yard line. First down. They finally benched their quarterback, and the backup's in now. Doby drops to throw. He throws. And he's got him on the run. Across midfield. And he's tackled at the 39. He can provide some excitement.
He sure can. And the thing that makes this play successful is the fact that he's on the same page with his quarterback. Sometimes you see wide receivers that don't have their heads in the game, and they make stupid mistakes.
You're right. Then they complain about not getting the ball.
Looks like someone went a little too far with the celebration.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
They line up at the 46. It's first down. 6 DBs in the lineup. Doby looking to throw on first down. Here they come. Doby goes down with a sack.
On the carry. Loss of 8 on the play.
Second and long coming up here.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Arkansas State goes with the ace set here. Rolling out to the right side. He lets it go. Williams tackles him at the 43-yard line. This one's in the books, folks. Any final thoughts on this one, Coach?
I can't say enough about this performance. Arizona played an excellent game out there, dominating on both sides of the ball. They've got to feel pretty good after blowing out a team like this.
Folks, thanks for tuning in to our game. Our final score, Arizona 84, Arkansas State 41. Until next time, with Kirk Herbstreit and the coach Lee Corso, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive.